Hi, guess what? It's take two of our home tour. As you know, if you just watched the last video, that was probably about 45 seconds long, you know that I was just locked out of my house when I went to go show you a video. Hi, it's Melissa with Be Neatly Organized. This is take two of showing you my home for the fall. Okay, this time for real. Welcome to our home. I actually unlocked the door so y'all could come in and join me. And it's so much warmer inside. Right now, it's a little chilly. It's kind of starting to rain. And this is our front entrance, our formal front entrance to our home. Let me show you. We do have a double set of doors. We do have wreaths on it in the Christmas time, but during the rest of the year, it's simple. We have a wonderful little array of the dining room. Actually, I'm gonna go fast because I'm gonna actually walk you through what our foyer looks like. Then I'll start our tour with the living room. This is our living room. We actually do everything in our living room. We didn't want a separate den because I felt that once you have a den, then you don't use your living room. And it's relegated for the day of Christmas, only using it one time a year. Didn't want to have that happen. So we decided to have a dining room, a living room that was a den as well. So we actually love to have little vignettes around the room. That is where we house our TV, so it is out of the way. We do have some Tennessee decor. Of course, living in Tennessee, you have to have a tobacco basket. And I actually got a really good deal on Craigslist on that. I made the wreath out of a 1920 vintage book. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I did actually make that giant birdhouse. The slats on the roof are made from my old house that was a 1915 New England farmhouse back in Maine. We do have some concealed storage. That trunk right there holds bedding and blankets for a blow-up mattress. We have a wonderful gas fireplace. We love it very much. Have some Thanksgiving and fall decor up. Pine cones and pumpkins. We like doing all of that. Actually, right behind there, we do have baskets of warm blankets and cozy pillows. Some really cool wall decor. We have a great view out our front window, so that's really nice. If you notice in my living room here, the theme kind of is world maps and globes. Oh, and we have Ginger Kitty. She loves to be with us. Say hi, Ginger. Hey, kitty. As I was saying, we have maps and globes. We do have that. Actually, let me go back. This map is actually of a suburb of Paris. A map of Paris? I can't read French, so I don't know what it means. Ah. Then we do actually have one from my family's history. This one is from Wilton, where my dad and my grandparents grew up. So that's part of my heritage. We have this one is a topography map of Knoxville. Got on an estate sale too, that's pretty cool. The W came from Peter's family, which is nice. And I have decor that comes from a lot of other family members as well. The big W for Ward. Got that here in Tennessee. So we do have, I love this little collection of mirrors. The whole collage thing has been very popular and I very much like that. This mirror right here is what the whole collage is based off from. And it's my family's mirror that we had hanging up in our childhood home growing up. And it was on our wall for like decades. So I actually built a mirror collage around that. we have the dining room. Love the dining room. I can't get a whole shot of the dining room, but this is the dining room from the living room. This is what you can see. Over here, this is the bar area. I got that really cool buffet. It's a vintage buffet from a yard sale, and it's Grandma Elizabeth's, so that was pretty cool. But I want to show you these brackets. I'm going to give you a close-up of this shelving unit. Mr. Wonderful actually welded these brackets for the shelving unit, and then we painted them, and we added this wood, which is actually scaffolding wood from Home Depot. And it's nice and heavy and really, really inexpensive. So that worked really well. And I changed this out for all the seasons. This is what the fall decor looks like. And then, let's see, we have, oh look, we have a class that we teach woodworking and power tools, and that's one of the items that we made. My fall decor, I recently posted a picture of, or I might be posting a picture of my fall decor, and we have a lot of vintage items in here. Things that came from our families, which we very much like. I like to decorate my hutch every season, so that's awesome. Love it. And then we have, hey, you can see my reflection. We have another little vignette area here. In the winter time at Christmas, I actually use these for storage for the display pieces that I have up for the rest of the year, but don't keep up at Christmas. So, oh, and you know what? I want to point out this Ward Party of Two, the Painted Nest. If y'all like that sign, go to the Painted Nest, and she does amazing work, and she can customize one for you as well. And then, let's see, we have the kitchen and the sitting room. This is our sitting room. Okay, in the last owners, they had this room as their den, and I didn't want it as a den. So we actually play cards and games, and I have my reading library items. So let me just show you from this side going around. As I mentioned, in my house, I have a lot of things that mean something to me, whether they are from our family members on either side of the family, or something that I've had for a while or have gotten at a specific place. Those shutters actually came from the house that I had in Maine, the 1915 New England farmhouse. And they're actually authentic, real vintage shutters that are over 100 years old. And then I just decorated them, and I painted the word gather. I actually, I don't know if you can catch this up close, but see, it's crackle distressed. Thought that was kind of cool too. And then we have just a little sitting area, which is really cute. We got this vintage chest from Peter's dad, and it's really cool. So we actually have extra storage in there too, so that's pretty sneaky. We are using our cat tree as a plant stand in the wintertime, because now it's cold. So let's see. We do have a stove area, a stove mantle. Clearly you can see the little thingy there. And, oh, issues. That is where we come in when we do everyday living. We come in right there. So up at the top, I have, wait, I hope people aren't getting too dizzy with me walking around. We have a collection of cake plates, which I think are totally awesome. The other thing that I like to do for the seasons is have little vignettes and change out, even though I keep the recipe boxes, I like to change out the things around it. I keep the clock and I change out the things around it. So you can see more of my vintage cake plates up there. So I like collecting them. I think I'm done, or I might need one more. Could use one more. And then this is my mom's turkey plate. Had to have that for Thanksgiving. Then also, this house does not have a pantry. So I use that heavy duty industrial commercial rack for all of the things that I actually would normally be putting in a pantry. Eventually we'll actually build a pantry around that, but for the time being, it's so convenient, I'll tell you. It's awesome. And then I do have a collection of vintage rolling pins. Rolling pins from my meme, Peter's mother, vintage ones that were gifts from friends and family members. So I do like to display things like that. The vintage cake safe came from Peter's mom. It's ancient beyond all get out. I don't know how old it is, but I want to show you something here. Oh, here's my light. We built this island. Actually, let me walk around. We had this island. We had this part of the unit built for us in our last house, and because it was a custom piece that was built for us, I wanted to take it with us. And then we actually built the island around that piece. We bought legs at Lowe's, and we bought the top off, well, a whole table off Craigslist, and we just took the top, put some legs on, but I want to show you underneath. We were sneaky and we actually put in an outlet so we can actually charge our phones if we're sitting there. So that was pretty cool too. So this is the view of our house when we come in from the area that we come in on. So I'll just give you a quick walk through, and I'll stop right here so you can see this view. And I'll come a little further. You can see more. One of the things that we like to do is reuse or repurpose or repaint. That light fixture here that I've on the left side of your screen was 1980s brass. We decided to take it down and paint it matte black, put a chain on it, and there you go. So this is the view from the dining room into the living room. Now, at Christmas, we're gonna put a tree in that corner. So the next time I do a video of our house, it's going to be Christmas. And I'm gonna reveal to you how I actually decorate this house for Christmas. There's Ginger Kitty. All right, well, that's all I have for you today for our fall home tour. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, questions below, that would be it. Thank you.